Social Media Kindred in Spirit. I am Deborah M. Stewart, a custodian of the promptings of the Divine Mind, in association with Matthew 22, 1 through 14, for the Bride of Christ via the application of Christ consciousness. Today we are continuing our reading of Solar Biology by Harry M. Butler. Today's subject matter is the description of our solar system according to diagram number 4. Subtopics: the Earth, zodiac, and polarity, and the attraction and repulsion of polarities. Description of diagram number 4. Mercury is nearest the Sun, and its nature, its physical power, and its function is largely that of generation, perception, memory. Venus represents conjugal love, and its powers relate to the solar plexus and department of digestion and nutrition. The Earth represents the heart and governs mainly the general love and emotional nature, and is an important center of circulation throughout our entire planetary system. Mars governs the breast and maternal function, the love of family and family relations, finding its larger expression in patriotism, love of the people, and even embracing the brotherhood of humanity. There are several hundred minor planets or asteroids located between Mars and Jupiter. Kepler, a German astronomer, suggested the fact that, according to the law of interplanetary spaces, there should be a planet somewhere in this position. This led to careful telescopic research, which ultimated in the discovery of this numerous family of asteroids. Their function relates to the lungs, and their natural office is to strengthen the system and purify the blood. The greater the number that is found at the time of birth in the sign of Gemini, which governs the breast, the stronger will be the lung power, and as a consequence, its vitalization action on the system. At present, we have no infrareds to guide us in locating the positions of the asteroids, but refer to them hoping we may have soon. And keep in mind, this was written in the 1800s. For important suggestions regarding these asteroids, see the appendix. Next in position is Jupiter, controlling the shoulders and arms, whose nature is that of art, especially sculpture. It imparts a love of the beautiful, the grand, and sublime. Saturn governs the thought and expression of form and imparts the scientific and religious principles. The next and highest planet that we as yet make use of is Uranus, sometimes called Herschel. Its nature is that of the occult forces and spiritual susceptibilities. The other planets, except Vulcan, are so remote that we cannot as yet define definite mental traits as being derived from their positions. They undoubtedly have relation to their finer fluids of the system and operate to the strengthening of the mind and will in spiritual and religious matters. Vulcan, the nearest to the Sun, has as yet no infrareds. The Earth's zodiac and polarity. The Earth is a century around which the Moon revolves every 27.5 days. Its zodiac, like that of the Sun, is divided into 12 signs, but is given in reverse. That is, the position in which Aries is found in the Sun's zodiac is Libra, in the zodiac of the Earth. The common almanac has this zodiac laid out accurately, with the exception of the change that has been made in most almanacs to make them agree with the positions of the constellations, which places them one sign backward. Thus, when the moon is in Aries, the almanac has it in Pisces, and so on with all the signs. By counting one sign ahead of the position as given in the almanac, the correct position is secured. In the case of the moon, as well as in the sun's zodiac, we deal with the signs and not with the constellations. And we'll cover this in diagram number 5. The Earth's zodiac controls the reasoning faculties more than the intuitions and acts upon the intelligence and life forces like a magnet upon a needle. For instance, if the moon is in Capricorn and the person is born in any other sign, the life forces will apparently start from that part of the body corresponding with the sign of the sun's zodiac in which he or she was born and express itself in Capricorn, the knees, the part of the body in which they were polarized by the moon's position in the Earth's zodiac. For the position of the Earth in the sun's zodiac at the time of a person's birth forms the basic or innate principle of the physical nature and nerves of sensation, and the life forces start from this sign and then tend toward the sign in which the moon was at the person's birth. We often find that disease conditions arise from that part of the body in which the Earth was at birth, and pains will often be felt going from that part toward the part of the body in which the moon was at birth, as if it were a center of attraction. But sometimes it is felt in the sign of the moon first, and frequently in the nerves leading towards that part. Then again, the mind is directed towards subjects relating to the nature of the sign in which the moon was at birth, which we dominate as the polarity of the nature of the person. Attraction and repulsion of polarities. A person is always attracted toward another by being polarized toward the sign in which the other was born. For illustration, a person born in Leo, when the moon was in Sagittarius, thus being polarized in Sagittarius, would be naturally attracted toward a person born in Sagittarius, and there will always be a natural attraction between persons born in any sign and persons polarized in that sign. The 12 signs through which the Earth passes give the 12 basic principles in the nature, and there are 12 polarities in each of these signs, and 13 changes each year because the moon makes its revolution through all the signs of the Earth's zodiac in a little less than the time it takes the Earth to pass through one sign of the sun's, or yearly zodiac, for the moon makes about 13 revolutions while the Earth is making one, and 12 persons born in the same sign of the sun's zodiac in the same year may each be polarized in a different sign of the 12 of the Earth's zodiac, which would give mental conditions as if 12 persons of the same nature were standing in a high tower with 12 windows which opened upon 12 distinctly different scenes, each looking out of a different window and being wholly absorbed in that which he saw. Then these persons, all having the same innate or basic nature, would be occupied in 12 different directions, and their expressions would all be on subjects relating to these 12 different conditions, so that from all external appearances it would be their nature to act, speak, and think from the principles embodied in the sign toward which they are polarized. Thus, persons polarized toward the innate nature of another readily understand and sympathize with them. I hope that this section of reading of Solar Biology by Hiram Butler enables you to build upon what we have learned as of year to date. I want to take this in small chunks so that you can readily digest what we're reading, and so that everything isn't crammed all in one. So if you need to go back and listen to it again, absorb it, and research it, you can do so. And also the diagram will be posted as well on the social media platform of Patreon. So once again, I want to thank you for your time. I look forward to ascending with you, and we will meet here at the same time on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Till we meet again.